Hi wonderful people, it's good to see you again. This is Trina, not Wana, not Tuna, but Trina. Today I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people ask me, which is what is the best wine glasses to use for wine? You can see in front of me I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of wine glasses. Now, the thing is, everybody thinks that wine glasses doesn't make a difference in wine tasting, but actually it does. So, what am I trying to do today? You ask? Well, the thing is, today I'm going to try to use all these 5 wine glasses and taste the same wine at the same time, and we will see how the wine actually is being expressed inside the glass. Before we proceed to pour the wines, let me introduce what type of wine glasses are these. Some may look familiar to you, or some may be totally new to you, or maybe you know all of them. Who knows, right? Alright, so let's start with the most basic wine glasses, or should I say, I always recommend these wine glasses for anyone who wants to start tasting wine. There's a reason, I'll share with you later. So the number one glass we're going to talk about is this. Okay, this is what we call the ISO glass, or ISO glass, or what we call the tasting glass. Now, when we say a tasting glass, this actually is a universal tasting glass. It's not only for wine, it can be used for sake, also for whiskey. The thing is, people think that this little thing here looks like some cocktail glasses, but actually, it's actually used for wine competition by the wine judges. They use this wine glass because they are in a way smaller, so a lot of people think that if I put a Bordeaux inside, can or not. Now, the thing about these wine glasses is it's actually designed this way for nosing, it's for the nosing of it. Okay, this is the ISO glass, number one. Number two, this may look very familiar to a lot of people, obviously, because this one is so easily available, and this is from Ikea, or Ikea, whatever. So, anyway, this is actually the Svalka, did I pronounce correctly? Svalka glass, So this is, the difference is this is actually made of glass. How do you know it's made of glass? Very easy. You just need to, can you hear the kind of sound? Okay, this is glass. Let me compare it with this. This is actually crystal. You see, can you hear the difference? There is a difference. So the next time when people tell you that glass and crystal has no difference, no, definitely there's difference. Okay, now let's just move on. This is the third glass. This is actually the Stolzle glass. This one I would say that is also crystal, and at the same time I think this is already considered a limited edition, because I don't think you can find this in Malaysia anymore. Maybe a different kind of design, but this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, is already out of production or not available. So this is actually a very interesting glass to have, and I happen to have it with me. Now, the most common glasses that I always take out for tasting is either this or this. Alright, so what is this? This one, I'd like to tell you that this is actually from Spiegelau. Okay, a lot of people don't know Spiegelau, but if you know Riedel, then you know Spiegelau. Why? Because actually Riedel and Spiegelau, they are actually in kind of related. They are actually owned by the same owner. So technically they are from the same factory in a way. Okay, so this is also crystal glass. Can you hear? You can hear, right? I just love the sound of the crystal glass. Alright, so this is the normal, or should I say, glass that I always bring for my outings in tastings. And finally, we have this gigantic glass. Okay, so this one is actually also Spiegelau, but the difference between these two is this is actually what they call the Bordeaux glass. It's actually specially designed for Bordeaux wines. Bordeaux wines, bukan pandai Bordeaux wines. This is for Bordeaux wines. So this, we're going to have this 5, just a very brief introduction. Now I'm going to pour wines to all the glasses. And before that, let me first introduce the wine. Okay, the wine we have today is actually, oh, it's a bit wet. Okay, because it came out from the fridge. This one is a Delta Metals Hill Pinot Noir. Is from Marlborough, New Zealand. Okay, this is from Marlborough, New Zealand. Look at the shape of it. It's like a burgundy bottle, which is actually quite interesting. But I guess this is from New Zealand, so that's why they have this. Now, I'm currently in this Pinot Noir Dame phase, so that's why I chose this bottle. And one of the reasons I chose this bottle also is because we need something that is easily can open up in the glasses. I mean, I can always go for a Bordeaux and pour it into the glasses, but it will take some time for us to really get the nuance, you see. So that's why I rather choose a very straightforward Pinot Noir, so that it's not too complex and it's easy to pick up on the nose, like what is exactly the difference. So basically, I'm actually testing this wine is because, like, how do you test a chef? You actually order a fried rice, right? Fried rice is basically the most basic, or if it's French cuisine, I heard his test is the omelette. Okay, so you get what I mean, and that's why I chose this bottle. So this bottle is a 2015 Marlborough, New Zealand. So here we go, we just need to open this up. Screw cap, easy. Of course, I would like to, okay, let's see, I need my drop stop. Okay, I just don't want to spill my wines, they are too precious, I guess. So let's pour from this glass first. Okay, normally we will need to pour it like, okay, the color is a bit interesting, but it's fine. Let's pour wine glasses. Turn my wine. Imagine how it tastes all of it. Man, that's gonna be fun, man. Okay, normally we will pour 1/3. Let us begin with this first, the ISO glass. The ISO glass, here we go. Now, first of all, what do? Obviously, we always talk about looking at the color, aroma and taste. But today we are focusing more about the aroma and taste. So we will just go ahead and taste it. The aroma first. Go ahead and nose it and taste. Okay, here we go. Okay, so far I got chocolate, blackcurrant, quite prominent. More like those dark chocolates, like at least like 70%, 70% dark chocolate. This is interesting coming from Pinot Noir. Okay, let me have a taste. Yep, the fruit is there, the tannin is pleasant, and the acidity is not too high. It's just nice. Now let's go for let me have a bit of water and then we go for the second one. Okay, now let's go for this. This is the Svalka. Okay, glass. Okay, the nosing is not that intense. I don't get much of as much fruit as the ISO glass. I can only pick up some very faint kind of chocolate. Let's see the taste. This is rather interesting. This actually makes it taste more alkaline, or should I say a bit of minerality compared to ISO glass. Okay, let's go for this is the Stolzle. Let's give it a swirl. By the way, you can always swirl clockwise or anti-clockwise, but I can't do anti because I'm left-handed, so clockwise is for me. So let us have a nosing. Okay, this is interesting. I can actually get the nuances of blackcurrant from this glass, as compared to this. There is no blackcurrant. It's like in between the ISO and the Svalka. What happened is this one I taste the softness of the tannin using this glass. Okay, let's move on. This one is my usual glass that I always carry with me, Spiegelau. Alright, give it a good swirl. Let's go for nozzle. Okay, I can get somewhat like, I would call it like a vanilla mixture with chocolate. So it's like a milk chocolate thing. You don't really get the dark chocolate. You get a bit somewhat like a cherry kind of nosing. I'm really doubting myself. Is this a Pinot Noir or Merlot? I can't get the strawberry notes, you see. Which is strawberry is always associated with Pinot Noir. Anyway, let's have a taste. I can taste this one. I could actually taste the berry taste. The tannin was a bit more prominent, but it's still very smooth. The acidity is actually quite pleasing with this glass. So now let's try with the so-called Bordeaux glass from Spiegelau. Let's give it a good whiff. Nosing time. Same, I can get the nuances of a bouquet of, I would say, violet, and then a bit of chocolate, a bit of something I'm picking up. Like cigar. That's good, right? Okay, let's do the taste. This one actually tastes higher in acidity. I think among these 5, this actually portrays the highest acidity. So the question now is, which one do I think worked the best? This is a very good question. I think for me, I kind of like the aroma from this. Yeah, it's the most chocolatey, it's the most pleasing. This is the aroma. And I think in terms of taste, I actually prefer my usual wine glass. I felt it's balanced, the acidity wasn't too much. Let's just reconfirm again on the taste. Yeah, it's pleasing, it's nice, it's just nice. This is a bit high in acidity, and this is actually has a bit of minerality. So there you have it, folks. Actually, in terms of different wine glasses, does makes a difference. So it's really up to you, and of course, you are always welcome to do this testing yourself. I mean, like, I would encourage you to explore the possibility. You may not have the same range of glasses, but it'll be fun to do it with a whole group of friends, you know, like you just have so many glasses and then you pour the same wine, then you ask them to give their notes. It could be different or it could be the same, because everyone is taste wine differently. But what I'm telling you is the difference in wine glasses do makes a difference. So of course, as I said, this is the best, and unfortunately this is a big no-no for me. So I'm sorry guys, if you really want to taste wine, please get a better wine glasses than Svalka. Okay, believe me, these wine glasses don't cost a bomb, alright? They doesn't cost a bomb. If you really need to know how much they cost, or we do carry it, you can actually get it from us. So don't mistake, this is not advertisement. Nevertheless, I would love to enjoy my wine, so I'll leave you this time with this, and see you next time. Bye bye.